Okay, if you want the full video of that, they are uploading it on Facebook. You can see on that. So you also, I remember. But we were there for a full class or something. Because I reckon so many students are there, I try to catch them with faces. I recognize face easily. So when we talk on UPSC again, it's going to be something repetition of yesterday. So how many of you want to become an IAS? Anybody having ambition of IAS, IPS or something like that? Be confident. Yeah, sure, thank you. Thank you. So the first statement I would like to say is, why others are not interested? Yes ma'am, hello. Not interested. Why you are not interested? What's your name? Sit down, sit down. I never asked you to stand up or something. First thing that you go into an interview, when you enter an interview, like local police also, be it sub-inspector or any tahsildar or village officer, interview when you go in, sometimes when you enter the interview hall, they'll immediately start asking you questions. They start asking you questions and then you might be standing there and answering. That shouldn't be done. That shouldn't be done. See, the standing up and all is school level. Where teacher comes. Teacher is very important in our lives. I am not a teacher. I am an advocate. I am happy as an advocate. Teacher, I say, is a very noble profession. They are the ones who made us, let me become the greatest president of India or let me become a rascal in our country. That is all because of our teacher only. Okay, there is a reason, one reason we say that parents are important. Mata, Pita, Guru, Bhagwan. That is how we say. But now Guru is not important. Instead of Guru there came Google. Mata, Pita, Google, Bhagwan. So Guru is very important. When you talk to your Guru, you stand up and all. Rest everybody is kind of status quo is equal. Or status quo is there. Should be maintained. But why I say that is why they kind of ask this kind of question when you enter an interview board is say they're checking you because see when you are an IAS officer, IAS is top. When you start from village officer, block development officer, tahsildar, then again additional secretary, deputy secretary, then you are again IAS level. That comes by secretary level that you go. So these are important positions given to you by the government of India or by the state government. You are representing who? The government. Sometimes there will an opportunity or an occasion come. It's not an opportunity. It is an occasion. Am I being followed? Anybody having trouble with English? Anyone? Okay, fine. So the government of India gave you that position. Whether be it state government or central government. You are representative of the government. And the government is above everyone. Be it Ambani also, be it Adani or Tata, Birla, whoever it is. So, when you go to talk to such powerful people, they are powerful. They are powerful. First thing, you are representing whom? Government. There, the status quo should be equal. Sometimes, when you are entering, maybe you are a tahsildar. When you are entering, maybe imagine I am a businessman. I am a very powerful businessman. And by the looks itself, I can threaten many people. Sudden looks on, stability will be lost. So, if that can be enforced, such a fear can be enforced. Imagine with money and power, money power and muscle power, what can be enforced? Still, you are not going to be deterred. You have come to get the government's job done. You have entire government behind you. The police is there, the military is there. I don't have anything. I may have some gundas with me, or I myself be one. Look-wise, it's like the nobody will tell if I walk on the road that I am a lecturer. If anybody looks at me also like that, I joke around. Sometimes when I enter the police station, the sub-inspector is confused. Which is the criminal and which is the lawyer? So, I like the confusion on that. So, it is the status quo should be maintained. So when you maintain the status quo, first thing that they are testing, they will test you in the interview. When you get inside the interview hall itself, now how will the interview hall be arranged? How will the interview hall be arranged? Usually nowadays it's a big room like this. If the interviewers are all sitting there, 3-4 people will be sitting there, the chair will be put here, some 4 to 5 feet. You will have to enter from here and then you have to walk up till there. Then they will offer you, maybe after a shake hand or something, then they will offer you, please sit down. So what are they looking at for? Exactly, body language, attitude, how you walk, are you walking tall? Are you walking tall? Imagine such a huge figure like me. It doesn't work. Has to be just, huge figure like me. People expect me to be, even if I am having fever also, they expect me to be, behave strongly. So when I walk up to there, I am changing much of topics because maybe I'm not giving you one topic which I gave for yesterday. Why? Because all the videos are available on the YouTube or that's available on the Facebook of your MP. You can just type his name in Facebook and my videos are available there. So you can watch the rest of videos also. You can get a holistic idea. You can get a holistic idea what all I have delivered. It will take some time, but so I am not giving topics which I give for somebody else. So please bear with me. That Saturday's video has gone viral. I think for the first time in Andaman, more than 10,000 views have come. So please watch. I'm so happy for that. One of my videos have gone viral. So please watch so that you will get a separate idea. Now I am not trying, because it's a recording. You can go and look at it any time. I just don't want to repeat whatever I say. So now I am going for the personality development. So it seems like a mature crowd also. Anybody below 18 here? Nobody. All completed graduation? So you are a mature crowd. So that's what I am going for the interview part, rather than the exam. So in the interview, they go up to the place, and you walk up to the personality, the interviewer, and first thing they will ask you is for a shake hand. A handshake they will ask. Or how will you deliver that? That is also very important. Nowadays there is not much of difference between the dressing style of man and a woman. More or less we dress the same. There will be a suit, the female style stitching will be there, or else we will go for a regular shirt, pant. Even women, ladies, most of the time, they also go for pants. Or if you are wearing a sari, it's a decent attire, that elbow length blouse and all is worn for most of the interviews that they come by. Till then they would not have worn sari at all. Somehow they will, fix it. Because most of my friends, when they went for interview, I was like, wow, when they come by with sari. So, when you go for an introduction, what is the kind of shake hand that they introduce? Formal. But how? A form. But you cannot crush the hand. Isn't it? You cannot crush the hand. Then Come here. Anyone? What's your name? Mahesh Kumar. I'll just take his example. Give me a second. What is this? Hold the nice. It's in the grip. So usually what happens is some people when they come, I'm asking you again, I'm not telling anything because that is recorded. You can watch the other videos. I need this recording also, that's why I'm taking this opportunity. So when somebody comes, when usually for business, corporate, or you are an officer, maybe he's an IPS officer, I'm a very tough businessman, he's coming to me. That like Telugu movies, that dons and all of thing. Telugu movie is very nice storyline it is, but can't take the action. One shot, 10 guys fly. Malayalam movies are very dead movies. You don't have that much. If the hero hits and more than 2 guys flies, then that hero's life career is over. The Malayalis.
They are showing reality, sir. Reality.
More realization. Yeah, the skin itself I could kind of get it. I did not realize that you are. But what's your name, brother? Akhil. Jose. Okay. So from?
I'm from Kollam.
Kollam. Where in Kollam?
It's Kottarakara.
You? From?
I'm not sure.
From?
Pathanamthitta.
Pathanamthitta. Kollam Pathanamthitta got split in 82. That's the coconut oil skin. You can especially catch it out. So anyway, I'm not going. So Mahesh Kumar, right? Mahesh Kumar. So when I talk to Mahesh Kumar, so I'm a businessman. Means usually what they do is, hello Mahesh. How do you? What have I done?
You are taking over the control.
It's like a dominating handshake. So you came. What did I do? I pushed into you. And I'm pulling. How are you? There are people like this. So this is what you should take into account, one thing. Or he might also take me like this. That means domination. These are men. See, usually when ladies met each other, ladies don't give a handshake or something. They might be going hugging, kissing and all. They might be talking very bad about the person and when the girl being in itself is shocked. I'm like, wait, but men are not like that. Men kind of show their domination, aggression immediately. So that is like I am showing that you will always be under me if I give the hand like this. Or there is, so what if you have been made the underdog here? What will you do to me? No, you won't accept it. How you will slowly imagine you give me the handshake like that. So make me the underdog. Okay, now he has come the underdog. So I'll be like, hello, how are you? Give it firm. It's a firm. See, there is a gap here. No? I can put my finger there. There's a gap. So that is what a male handshake is there. I should come from shoulder. Are you putting it from shoulder? No, you are putting it from your shoulder. That's it. That's a firm grip. So, but he has been firm it. Keep the firmness. Did I lose my firm? No. All the time I'm not losing the firm. So he is keeping it. And I will like, how are you? What did I make your hand? Straight. He has here looking at his face into his eyes. How are you? Now this is a silent communication which I am giving you. I will not let you be a woman. I am not making you under me also. Let's be equal. This happens in almost all the when you enter itself, they talk to you differently. Without your knowledge, they are testing you. So I have explained about examinations all through all the days I have been explaining about. Since they insisted on recording, then I thought suddenly, okay, let me change the topic. Now I am totally into interviewing. That's personality test. Because in the exam you have already given them the idea what you are capable of. Your knowledge they have tested. Now they need not check your knowledge. Maybe you are in the borderline. Maybe when you are in the borderline, they just need to check you a little bit of, because just to make you pass, because they don't want to reject you. Especially in UPSC, what they do, IAS examination, they have already rejected those people in the preliminary, because nearly 15 lakh people applied, and because of Corona, the complete jobs are gone. Please sit down. Sit down here. I might need the use of you. So, because of Corona, they have lost. They have lost many jobs. Minus 23 economy has gone down, devastated. Nobody has a job. If you are not having a then only security was government job. Now, Pooja, right? Sit down here. Sit there and answer. When you want to. So why are you here then? Knowledge. Knowledge will be available in general knowledge. I did not guarantee that in 1 hour I give you general knowledge. Did I guarantee? No. Then? You are here for a purpose, right? What is the purpose that you are here for? Tell me. You want to get into a government job? Yes, that is the intention. When you want to get yourself into a government job, why can't you think about the highest job that the government can offer? Why did you think about a lower profile? What made you think about a lower profile? Now, I always say my students, aim at the stars. Here also I have repeated that hundreds of times now. Aim at the stars, aim at the stars. At least you will land on the treetop. At least you will land on the treetop. And again, UPSC exam also I said, yesterday also I said it. Continuously I am repeating. One exam you prepare for. You can prepare for all 27 exams. There are 33 exams which are in government. So, central exams. Certain 4 to 5 exams we cannot, but 27 odd exams we can attend if we just prepare for one exam. If you prepare for SSC, not many exams are there. Prepare for SSC, not many exams you can attend. But prepare for UPSC, IAS exam, lot of examinations come under your ambit. Now Chilean will come, maybe Thursday or Friday. Chilean, I have to roll this out. That date up I think I have told. Saturday. Or maybe the day which I hold a black one. Chilean wrote, he's a Western geography in India. He used to prepare, he used to simply write an exam, pass the exam, go for the interview, mock the interviewer and come back. Yet he will be selected. 8 to 9, 12 exams he has passed, central exams. You are troubled for one exam. There he passed 12 to, and then he quit everything. Now he is like into lecturing. There are all my friends have passed one or the other exams. We have all quit government exams and we are into this field. Because at least peace of mind is there. And we see fresh faces every year. Fame again all over India. Money is there. So all this comes back. That's our wish. I'm not saying that. Maybe sometimes tomorrow you may also follow us. One of you may become our team member also. Who knows? Oh, where God carries our destiny. So, what limits you, Pooja? And when I am taking your name, I am asking others who don't have that inspiration or the ambition. One exam can help you in all other exams. And what limits you? Don't let a pet petty mind, draw the boundary for your ambitions. Somebody else might have told you that you are not good enough. Who are they to decide? Who are they to decide that you cannot do something? Maybe your parents itself. IAS. You will ask, where will my son, my daughter will become IAS? There are parents who ask like that. That is their, lack of confidence. Now, they might be joking only. When you become, they will be the most proud. When you become, they will be the most proud. Now, what I am saying is, when you prepare for this one exam, all these 29, 27 exams are under you. Any one you achieve, you join them. Then like I always say, your family status is not good enough for that, don't join. At least confidence will come. One exam you have passed. Maybe you got a lower grade. Your father is like secretary. He is saying, now when I passed 12, my father was a police commissioner. No more. He asked me first thing. When I passed, that's 10th standard. Sorry. That time LDC was 10th standard. I passed 10th standard in 1999. So, just 15. When I passed itself, my father told, go and write LDC. Within 1 year, the result came. I passed. But my father said, don't go. Don't go. I did not join. If I would have joined now, I would have been somewhere like a superintendent or something. Or a senior superintendent of the department I would have. That is not the effort. When that status doesn't allow, I did not calculate status. Simply I was sitting in the room, he said, apply for this, go for that, I went. He said, don't go. I did not go. My ambition was army. I was in that, I got through. But I didn't continue because of an accident. That also happened. Okay, that's my fate, let it be. But I'm confident that I got selected. I am equipped to be an officer. So what I am telling is, if your family status doesn't allow you, don't go. But at least that confidence will be there. I cleared an exam. Write all the exams. Maybe 10 of you can join together, your friends, to buy an employment news. Monthly is coming, employment news. You buy that newspaper, 10 of you together means at least hardly 100 rupees, also 10 rupees from each one of you. Then you apply all the exams, write it. What happens is early morning you are waking up, you are going there, you are sitting down in the hall, pressure you are feeling. That you will not get to you in any mock test I am going to give. Any mock test I am going to throw at you and saying I am going to conduct an exam. You will be sitting here and you will be thinking, it's only a mock test. It's only a test paper. But when you sit inside the exam hall, even if you are not interested also, a little bit of seriousness will come. You are training yourself to what will happen to you under pressure. Everything. That's maybe a lowest of the exam, but you are training still. This is what I want you to do. You may pass, you may not pass. Take it easy. But that is a training that you will be doing. Practical training. Practical training. So, one exam, and one more thing that I always tell here. If you give me 1 year of yours, I can guarantee you, if you are interested, that also should be there. That also should be there. If you are interested, I can take you till mains. Interview also I will guide you, but mains I can take you. Why I am telling only till mains is because all of your islanders reach mains. If you reach interview, then you are inside. Government of India, there is nobody getting selected from Northeast. Seven Sisters, Arunachal, Assam, Sikkim, many less people get selected. Andaman Nicobar also nobody gets selected. You just go for the interview, they select you. 100% sure that islander reservation is there. See, now we kind of mock also all the time from the mainland. Those people are pampered colonists. Nobody would live here if things are not subsidized here. Government is pumping money like anything. Whether be it Congress, whether be it BJP, government pumps money. Why? What is the reason? This is a strategically important location. Government can't afford to lose it. Now, we are threatening China because of Andaman. Because Andaman is under Indian occupation. It's not occupation, it's India only. I'm sorry. Because Andaman is under India's control, the Malacca Strait can be blocked by us. So, if we block the Malacca Strait, China cannot afford a war with us. 80% of Chinese trade happens through. We just kept our ships there. Why could we keep our ships there? Because Andaman is under our control. So, people here are pampered by the government. Let it go, let tomorrow SP, Samajwadi Party, BSP or BJP or Congress, anybody come, money will be pumped. And they want people from here also. Okay, there we see a lack of opportunities here. We will decide in the future, coming future itself, we will do something about that. But give me 1 year of yours. At least, okay, maybe God forbid that you did not become what I am telling you to be. At least your knowledge base will change. Your knowledge base will change. Your attitude will change. For example, I just told you one thing in interview. I went from that path. Now we'll come back. I like taking class like this. I go away from my subject, then I cover areas and all, then I'll come back to where I came from. Because my subject is very boring. History. History is a very boring subject. Usually when you sit for history classes, you'll be like, what is this? But I have found out ways in my own understanding to make the subject interesting. That's all I am doing. And history should go a bit deep. Otherwise it is the worst of all subjects. But dig a bit deep, it is the best of all subjects. Not too much, little bit. At 10 minutes, 15 minutes extra. But you must be patient for that. You must be patient for that. But people are not patient these days. People are not patient. So what did I do? I took up the responsibility. Let me tell stories. It is a problem for me because I have to speak more. Than me asking you to read, you will never read. How many of you have stepped into a library recently? There are also doubters. Coming up. Excuses. Excuses can be given by anyone. How many of you stepped into a library recently? And the reading attitude has gone. Nobody wants to read. So I'll give you a few tips here. So, like I was saying, they will put the chair on the center and they will be watching you from 3 feet, 4 feet away. And there's a table available, so that's why I'm pointing out there. So imagine the interviewers are sitting on the other side of the table. They will be watching you from there, they will be asking you questions, you will be 3 feet away. Why are you 3 feet away? That's a very grand table that is there. Almost like there are 3 feet, 4 feet, 3 feet length width for the table. Imagine a person sitting there, then again you are at least 4 feet away. Near the tripod of the camera, you will be coming and sitting. What is the intention of keeping you that far?
To completely check, to completely monitor the body language.
Not only that, main intention is not only voice, modulation also voice. Voice should be modulated. The person hearing us should have the impact of the voice. Or it is like, how you read in the school, if I start talking means, when you enter everywhere, there will be sitting, people will be there watching you. Was there a modulation in my voice? It was just blank. People are interested in getting or talking in modulation. Dialogue delivery comes in modulation. Ups and downs of the voice. There people will be attentive. So, one is that, then body language. So body language, when you sit, maybe your interview generally will go for 25 minutes to 40 minutes. A healthy interview is nowadays 25 minutes to 40 minutes. Now, I have been talking to you almost for like 25, 40, 30 minutes or something more. Most of you have changed your positions, except for that person. What's your name, brother? Mrityunjay Malakar. 25 minutes was like that. Very good for military. No, I'm not joking. I'm not joking. He did not move from his. That shows firmness. I am watching all of you. I unfortunately have done a subject called as criminology. So when people move, people do something, I observe. Even when I talk to them in men it is easy. With you it will be hard because you are wearing a glass and a thick glass. So your retina cannot be understood. But others, retina can be understood. For example, like did you go for a tour or something recently? No. Have you gone for tour? Okay. Which hotel did you prefer the most? Okay. Did you understand that your eyes move? Which way? It went up to the right hand corner. That right hand corner means you start thinking. What's your name? Did you move your retina there? No, that's a blank question. On the spot it comes. Where you have to think, it moves. Criminologists catch you like this. So it's a simple thing, your personal things that they are. Mohanlal could have been captured in Drishyam if they would employed us. Please. If they would have employed a criminologist to talk with him or interrogate him. Drishyam movie could have easily captured. But very okay story, there's a difference. Now, when you talk in this idea, so they are watching your body language. That doesn't mean that you cannot move or something. But some people will be like, fidgeting all the time. Swaying and, talk. So for example, I throw my hands while I talk. My hands are also used. That shows that I am talkative. I am a talkative person. Because not my mouth alone is enough for me. I need my actions also. That shows I am talkative. So that's one thing. Then, another form, when you go for an interview, what will they observe mostly? What will they observe mostly? Posture, everything they will observe. It is not your dress that they are going, just wear a dress not to contrast. I mean, don't wear a fluorescent color and all go for interview. Or don't wear a veshti and all. Or dhoti. Nice. It's our tradition, okay, understood, but when you go for an interview, what is suited? Don't wear suit and coat in a 50 degrees Celsius. And that's again stupidity because you are not being logical. UPSC interview, they go IAS interview or state interviews and all, central interviews when they go. Maybe your interviews in March, you are wearing 5-piece suit and going in Delhi, 50 degrees Celsius. You are sweating like a dog. Be logical. There you can wear only a shirt, a decent, half shirt, or else fold it decently. Go. Make sure that. And then ladies also, when you're wearing a shirt, tuck in it properly. It's not called in shirt, it's called a tucked in. Tucked in shirt. So when you tuck in, what are they going to observe again? What will they observe? Now basically that interview, that personality is basically male. We cannot dress like you also. You cannot say even the perfect dressing won't come. Ladies also have their own style. So what will they look at? Will they look at the clothes, the clothing? Okay, color pattern they might look at. Is it matching colors or logical colors or something like that? For example, when you are wearing nowadays the fashion has changed, but still this is followed by many interviewers. For example, when you wear a pant, the socks should be either the color of the pant or the color of the shoe. If you look at military, army wears olive green. Olive green pant, their socks are black. The shoes are black. Police wears brown color shoes but khaki color socks. Color of pants. Army wears the color of shoes. See the difference? Navy, white color. Air Force again, blue color. Or black also they use, which is almost similar to the shoes color. So always your matching should be either the shoe color or and belt should match either the shoes or the pant. Now when you wear the belt also, for men, what are the 5 things that they look at a man? You say gentleman, ladies and gentlemen. Devi or Sajjano, Amitabh Bachchan. We heard it like that when we got very, what is that? Kaun Banega Crorepati. So, what are the things that we look at a man for? I can be filthy rich. I can buy Louis Philippe shirt every day. Louis Philippe is like, 5,000, 4,000 rupees shirt and all is there. I can wear that daily and come. Does that make, you must have seen the 70s and all. Those people who had gone to Gulf, in Kerala we used to see this a lot. People suddenly went to Gulf, became immensely rich. 70s, 80s, 90s and all. And they will come back, they will have gold watch, gold pen, gold chain, gold, not like that, too big or something, but gold, they will be littered with gold. And gold pen also will be there. Mostly Cross. Cross is very extravagant brand. So, they won't take the pen. And you ask them to sign, that's what they show. That means it's not thumb imprint, they are illiterate. Nowadays it has changed. Now, Rado watch was a specialization in Kerala. Rado and Rolex. Are you a Malayalam? Okay. Look slow. Your ancestry is from? Okay. Neighbor. So, what all will an interviewer look at? What all will an interviewer look at? First thing, if you are keeping a beard, because beard is a style now. A little bit too much. So, but beard is a style, a trimmed beard. Or, what is it? It's not trimmed actually, it's even if you are wearing it long, if you are wearing the beard long, it should be, no, I am wearing the beard long, still I have trimmed it. I don't have split ends. That's a big problem. You have to carry a comb all the time. Now I understand why you carry combs and all the entire vanity kit I understand of the ladies. So the entire split ends comes by. So, but still in the end, we crop and keep. So, and it's oiled. It's oiled well. So, because beard, when you grow long, the most important problem in a beard is bacteria. bacteria. Within a day, 90% bacteria can come. So have to continuously wash and broom, and then it's a big procedure. Half an hour procedure it goes. But those who have, and again it's a problem for dandruff. Today, men's fashion is beard. Now why this is happening is, we are going back to the traditional ideology. Why? Because, see, if you look at in the 80s especially, 70s and 80s movies, South Indian movies, South Indian heroes all had moustache or small slight beard. Or moustache was our part and parcel. But North Indians, they had clean shaven face. Now why this concept has been so accepted is because the clean shaven face is, when the British came to India, they ruled us for nearly 400 years, 400 to 500 years they ruled. 500, 1500 or 1600 onwards, they were there. So 300 to 50 years, they were there. Not only the English, the French, the Dutch, Portuguese, Europeans basically. The Europeans were here. They became our masters. They came as traders, but they became our masters. So when they became our masters, what happened was, they kind of, their style was a clean shaven face. Nowhere in India was a man available with a clean shaven face. When the Europeans came to India, minimal a mooche will be there. A moustache will be there for. That was part and parcel of Hindu culture or Islamic culture. Both kept. But when we started observing that, and now Muslims have beard, but Hindus don't maintain beard much. Why? Because Hindus started following British divide and rule policy. Hindus were kept closer, Muslims were kept away. So Muslims, still carry that very strong sentimental space. Hindus kept it away. So it is to look alike like our masters, we also shaved away our beard or moustache. The clean shaven face was a recognition with British ideology. Now that traditionalism is changing, many of the men are sporting beard. If you are keeping a beard, keep it trimmed, keep it clean. There is no objection in keeping a beard for certain jobs that needs shaving. Why Army, Navy, Air Force and removes a beard? They don't allow beard.
Due to concentration.
Why concentration? Pakistani army is keeping beard, Iranian army is keeping beard, Afghani army is keeping, or Air Force, they are keeping beard. But why are we keeping? See, that concept comes from Alexander the Great. Alexander the Great in 300 BC, when he attacked Persia, Greek soldiers also had beard. But Persian soldiers used to keep long beard, and then they used to, plait it. Or you plait your hair now. Like that the beard can be plaited. One over the other. So the Greek soldiers, it was easy. Catch. Or when they kept the hair long, it was easy to catch hold of them because they are keeping helmets. It was easy to catch out of the helmet, pull them down, plunge them onto their. So Alexander understood this. Alexander told the army, commanders, clean everybody. That's from then on. The moment you step into armed forces, first thing they do is remove this, also remove. So that at least nowadays, that war is not that personal. Hand-to-hand combat is very rare. But still, that practice is followed. So first thing, these are certain things. But I asked you certain questions like, how is dressing seen? See, whatever you say, woman empowerment and all, still it is a man's word. The woman empowerment you enjoy also is given by men. Let's be honest about it. I am not against any woman empowerment or something. I am not a chauvinist. But let's accept the fact as fact. Woman empowerment has become so much in the last election. Many panchayat election has come. In panchayat election all over India, females were kept. And again Kerala and Rajasthan, went one step ahead to make the mayor a young girl itself, 21, 22-year-old girl. Then again fight between BJP and Congress, communist again. Because communists, they said, we have the youngest mayor in India, just 21 years old. Then from Rajasthan, Kota region, they said, your mayor is 21 years, 8 months. Our mayor is 21 years, 2 months. So ours is more younger. So there is now the trend is like, put females forward. But who is putting these females forward? Who are? Men. It's still a man's world. Tomorrow, a war comes by. Imagine a heavy war comes by. Woman empowerment is in air. Now don't be feel bad for me, this is the truth. Let's accept the fact as fact. Now we are peaceful, we are becoming equal. The moment war comes, inequality comes by. Inequality comes by. So, even though when we take interview, the concept of dressing all comes by, okay, the sari concept is there, the pleating has to be done properly, a decent output has to come. But most of the ladies nowadays dress in the male style when they go for interview. Corporate interviews, you won't wear a sari and go. You will be wearing proper outfit, skirt, not mini skirt, a regular skirt, and coat, shirt, everything will be worn. So it's all in. So I said, how much money you have doesn't matter. Like you wear Louis Philippe daily, they are not going to look into that. What you are going to follow is Mahesh Kamal. Now look at him. Look at him. What are you? Standing for some. Stand properly. Now I'm also standing now. What do you understand from the frame? Now I need you to judge you now. I want you to be the interviewer. You are going live. Right? I want you to understand what is in his. Now he has come out. I picked him is because he's very casual. The person sitting next is a little bit executive. So I cannot take an example out of him. That's why I picked him. No wonder you can be casual, but I wanted this example. Now tell me, what will you suggest to him if he is going, if you are where his interviewer? Nothing. Say something. You won't say anything. Okay, call one thing came. Okay, fine. Then or shirt. Okay, let it be. What are the conditions that you are going to give him? What is wrong in the way he's standing? He's standing tall. Standing tall means he's holding his head high. When you hold your head high, you say you stand tall. When you hold your head high and walk, you are walking tall. Some guys will be there walking like this. We don't want that. We are walking tall. He is standing tall. Then, there are model. So, he has not shifted his posture. He did not shift his. Just when I said he is a model, he just shifted. Otherwise, people will be standing, That shows not good confidence. He doesn't have confidence because he's shifting from one leg to the other. Now when he came, I know that he lacks in confidence because I gave him shake hand. So there his handshake was not firm enough. Please sit down. The first thing that they notice you is your watch. Is your watch. Because for a man, time is important. Time is important for the discipline comes with time. So the first thing that a person looks at you is your watch. Maybe you are not wearing a watch, but still your watch should suit your personality. I mean, for that interview, you cannot wear a, like fluorescent color or something like that. Maybe let it be a large dial, small dial, whatever it is. But let it suit your personality. Let it suit your dress. It doesn't mean that you should wear colors according to your dressing style or something. But watch, because a man's making a person a gentleman is in keeping discipline. Man is always about discipline. Let him be a rascal also. A rascal also can be a disciplined rascal. That is it. So that comes back. Then the second thing that they observe is legs. Legs. Why legs? Because you are going, you'll be sitting there for half an hour or something. They are looking at they won't look at your legs, maybe they are looking at your shoes. So the shoes should be clean enough. If you are not wearing a shoe, you are removing the shoe, make sure your legs are, if you are wearing a sandals or a slipper also, make sure your slippers are clean. Why your slippers are clean is because legs keep the entire body healthy. Because all the main organs in your body has a nerve connection to the legs. That is why in our old Indian tradition, when we come from outside, we wash our legs first, not our hands or face. Entering into any home, we wash our legs first. Old Hindu tradition or entire Indian tradition was that, be it Hindu or Muslim or Christian, we washed our legs. So, keeping your legs clean. When you go for this ladki dekhne ke liye, we take females along with us. Nowadays only men go. Olden days female also will come. One female will come with us. When she comes and serves the chai or coffee or whatever, the guy may look at the face, but the lady will look at the lady. Whether she has kept her legs clean. If her legs are clean, she will take care of the family also like that. If you don't understand, watch it. The ancient. What am I saying? I'm teaching you culture. Part of UPSC syllabus. Art, architecture, culture. So this is one part of culture, Indian culture only. So that comes by. And so have you looked at so if your legs are clean, you are healthy. Other people can depend on you when you are healthy. That is a concept that is coming by. Have you seen the military men? First thing in the morning, polish after polish after polish. You can actually look at your, their boots and comb your hair. That shows you can trust me. When your legs are clean, when your shoes are clean, when your sandals are clean, that shows you can trust me. It is a matter of trust that comes there. There they look at. Watch they look at. Then they look at your, sometimes in interview I know they will ask, do you have a change or something? Do you have your card? So what will we pull out? Purse will be, no, it's not a purse. For men we call it a wallet. Never say purse. For men it is always wallet. It's actually wallet. Valet. Valet. T is silent, French word. So valet it is called. So when you pull out your valet or wallet, for ladies it is purse. Men never say purse, it is wallet or wallet. They will ask you some. So when you open up your money, how decently have you kept your money matters? Because when you pull out your money, certain guys are there. They ask for some change or something, they will pull out. Personality again. Because what is your time for? What are we spending for our time? Money. With that money only we are buying anything that is a food or roti, makan और कपड़ा. ये तीनों किससे आता है? पैसे चाहिए ये तीनों के लिए. So the money, the time you have spent working hard for, how respectful you are treating that money. So third one is wallet. Then they will look at your maybe half an hour you have been kept there. Maybe you don't. Maybe you are. Sometimes you will sneeze. Some guys will come like this. No. How respectful is this? Because to clean yourself. Because when you go for hotels and all, you know, foreigners, what they look at first thing? We look at the room, but they look at the toilet. Because bathroom and toilet is where you clean yourself. Where you clean, that should be clean first. But in India, it's just the opposite. That will be the most filthiest, and we will not care for. So this is something which you carry outside for cleaning yourself. Isn't it? Even if you take bath also, you don't get a towel, this is what is used. So how would you keep your hanky or handkerchief? Matters a lot. This is personality development. When you say, this is how we understand a personality, not in what you wear, not in the perfume you wear, not in the style you come out. Maybe you are wearing most exquisite, most expensive dress, but no. Then what will we look at? Belt. The belt. Have you seen military men wearing that? Even if they have a puffed up belly, what will they do? Be tight. So what happens when you wear, I am not saying to tight your belt or something, but when you wear it properly, what is happening? Let you have a pot belly, that's your natural feature. You can't change that, that is evolution. That is evolution. But even if you have a pot belly, you wear your belt nicely, means belt will do what? Stomach region, belly region. So what is happening in the belly region? When you wear it to the brim level, I mean in the most effective level, what happens is, if your stomach is, now imagine somebody tightened your stomach. So in a friendly, when we used to play wrestling and all, they come and catch our stomach. What will happen for us immediately? That happens. So what happened to my chest? My chest bulged out. That means when my chest bulges out, what happens to me? I am taking in more air, more oxygen. More oxygen means I am more live. Entire day I am active. I am not shrunk. Because I can't be shrunk because I understand I am not putting it tight. Just to the level to keep me comfortable. So my chest is pulled out. Any man is beautiful to look at. Anybody will appreciate a man with, when he walks tall, when he has smart. Let his frame be anything. Doesn't have to be 6 feet over, 6 feet and all. Two people which almost threatened the world was Lilliputs, Adolf Hitler, Napoleon Bonaparte, only 5 feet 2. He saw all French soldiers will stand like this. Napoleon will walk. Atom bomb was only this much. Doesn't have to be large bomb or something. Tall men did not rule world much. All are Lilliputs only. It is a confidence they carry. Man's confidence is accepted. So we came into that also. Then the last thing that they look at is nothing else but every man's weapon. Today we give more importance for education. Every man is educated. In olden days, for example, warriors, Kshatriyas, caste, India is divided on caste. So Kshatriyas were. Kshatriyas always carried their weapons with them. Whether they are, Rama, Lord Sri Ram is always shown with bow and arrow. That was his karma, dharma. So what was your duty? You were always seen with that, what is associated with your duty. You take Lord Vishnu or Krishna, there is always that Sudarshan with them. It's not always shown, but still, any caste member was seen with their identity. Carpenter was like that, plumber was like that, so they are Shudras, skilled laborers, skilled labor. Everybody was identified with the basic concept that they are. So we are more educated now. So a pen, I'm saying very expensive pen or something, you know, you don't need Sailor or Moblong, those kind of, 14,000, 15,000 rupees pen and all. But not 2 rupees stick also. A decent pen, should be there. There should be always a decent pen because that shows the quality of your education. These are the things that they look at, not the dress that you wear, not the perfume that you wear, nothing. You have money, you can buy all these things. But how well you carry them, that matters. So, these are few things that you need to take care in the personality that you carry. Rest, most of the concepts are, this is a fresh introduction to personality development. I never spoke on personality development in any other classroom. So, it is being recorded. That's why I thought others who are listening also let them be. About the subjects, other videos are there. You can listen to that. Anything, do let me know. We are here, the entire team will be coming. Others also will be coming. So I am giving the introductory things. My team members will come one by one. MP sir has gone and arranged for that. So they will be coming after me gone. Others will come. The geography, polity, economy, everything will come. Before that, try watching those introductory videos so that you have an idea what it is. And anything there, let us know. It will definitely help you. But one thing I need to say, don't let petty minds tell you that you are not fit for something. You decide for yourself whether you are. And UPSC, always I suggest anybody with UPSC is that one exam, mother of all exam, UPSC is mother of all exam. One exam you prepare 1 year, that's all I am saying, 1 year. As a human being you will change, your knowledge base will change, and many exams can be attended. Many exams, one shot, one bullet for many flocking birds. Almost 27 flocking birds can be killed with one bullet. At least attempted. Make sure. Any doubts?
So, as you told that the way we handshake.
Yes.
So, when we walk to them, when we give greetings, so that time, should we bend ourselves and handshake or just firm?
Stand straight. That should be mostly, or just lean. A small lean is okay. That don't want. Okay, how will you do with the women? How will you do it with the woman? No, you can't crush her hand. Madam, you please, Malay. You can't crush the woman's hand. Now she, look at her. Come here. My hand is entire. Now when she comes, can I give a firm handshake like what I did with Mahesh? No, definitely not. See, females are considered by men, should be considered by men, they are not weak sex. Many of these idiots say they are weaker sex. Females are not weak, they are emotionally 100 times more tougher than us. A female is 100 times more tougher than us, males. Physically we are tougher. Physically she cannot handle me. This entire classroom cannot handle me. Females. Males, 2 or 3 of you is enough. At least 2 I can take on. That confidence I have. Not 10. 2 I can take on. But females I am okay. This entire classroom, but they will struggle with me to bring me down. Isn't it? So physically, they are not. Emotionally, they are 100 times more tougher than us. That we must accept. So, being not the weaker sex, we consider them gentle sex. Females are always called a gentle sex. Why are we considering them gentle sex? Why do we consider a female a gentle sex? No. We are gentle with women. For example, what's your name, brother? Ananta Krishna. Tamil.
Malayalam.
Oh, did not say. Okay, Ananta Krishna is feeling ill. He is on the bed. What's your name, ma'am? Sonia. One day, okay. Bihari. You are saying well. Imagine you are on the bed, you are not well, you are having high fever. Imagine I come to you, I am sitting next to you, Ananda Krishna, everything will be okay, my darling. It will be awkward. Very awkward it is. But if Sonia comes and sits, she just pampers you. A nurse or a motherly effect can only be delivered by a female. Father is tough. Father should be tough. A man should be tough. That's the difference. God has made us in that. One is toughness, one is soft. So we don't consider them, just because they are soft, we don't consider them weak. That is our foolishness. They are gentle. Because when in Malayali, we say this concept, Pennu Rimbattal. The female decides, Brahmananda Kula. Even Brahma, Lord Brahma cannot stand against the female's anger, the wrath of a female. That is very explained in Shiva Purana. When Kali comes out, Shiva itself will come and stand, to take that final step. That's female. They are not weak, they are gentle. So when we show them that respect, we always keep them with respect. So what is it, the respect that we show? If she is coming to give me a shake and we like rush her, then generally in modern corporate ideas, we just shake hand. But usually it's not that European style. We don't do that. But in general, we try to hold. In corporate they do. But in general, we are giving them. She might be equal to me, but we are. What am I doing? She is. I am upholding her. That respect I am paying. That respect I am paying. So that respect should be counted. Either you can go for a normal, decent handshake, or else you can lift also. They won't. That is showing that you are being considerate. Doesn't need to bend also. So, as we go in classroom, I shall tell you small ideas about this. Small. It's not for one day class, but since we were late and we did not have time, I just thought about something else. Classroom, anything, recorded versions are there. Please go into the Facebook, watch all that. Anything, please let me know or let us know. We'll discuss. Thank you.